I'm Jaclyn Bethany. I'm a filmmaker and actor, and I have two short films here. One is called Indigo Valley, and the other is The Last Birthday.
And they're very different, aren't they?
Yeah, one is a psychological, character-driven three-hander drama set in Iceland, and the other is a historical period piece about the last days of the Romanov siblings. I wrote both.
Wow. So do you have you made other films before this? Do you usually kind of do different genres?
No. I mean, I think they're similar in some ways. They're both about sisters, and that's something I'm really interested in. They're both dramatic. I have done, I think, 11 short films in like a variety of different roles. But these two are the ones obviously I've done most recently, and I think that I'm the most proud of. So I'm actually a directing fellow at the American Film Institute. So getting ready to direct my last project there, which is also a short. So.
And did you actually shoot that one in Iceland?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And how long was that?
We shot for about a week, but I had been there before, and the cinematographer that I worked with grew up between there and Mexico, so she kind of knew the surroundings a little bit better than me. So that was helpful.
And if, for those of you, those who can't make it, what would you tell them, that would make them want to watch?
I think they're unique. I mean, obviously they're different. I feel like they both can find audiences depending on interest, like their interest in what type of films they're interested in. I mean, Indigo Valley definitely has more of like an indie sort of gritty feel to it, and The Last Birthday is sort of more poetic and romantic and has like a really lush kind of orchestral score. But I both think that they are unique and they say important things. Particularly in this era of our political climate right now as well, and like putting females at the front and center of these films was important to me.
And do you have sisters or?
Nope, I'm an only child.
Also, did you wish you had sisters?
I mean, yeah, I think I always had like this imaginary sister friend that was my shadow, but I've always been fascinated by groups of girls, not necessarily just sisters, but like groups of friends and best friends and sisters and siblings. I don't know. Probably because I didn't have it, but I think it's something that it's universal, that most people can relate to those kinds of relationships.
And where's it going to go after this?
So they're both screening in the Berlin Film Festival at the European Film Market. One, Indigo Valley, is being turned into a feature. So we're currently prepping that. And so we've been doing a bit of the film market circuit as well as festivals. And we just keep putting them out there. And I've got some other screenings coming up.
Was that your goal to make it a feature, or it just happened?
Yeah, it was. I think originally I had much more of like a bare bones sort of structure and idea for the script. So I was going to make this short to test things out and as sort of a proof of concept, proving that we could, bring people to Iceland and that I could do this. I'm a multi-hyphenate in terms that I was an actor, writer, director in that project. So sort of to prove myself in that way as well. So yes, it was always supposed to be a feature, but I think we learned a lot doing it as a short first.
And how do you, handle, being a director, like directing yourself if you're
Well, I think I started out as an actor and I got into directing through acting. So a lot of what I understand is through the kind of process and craft of an actor. And I'm really into, even when I'm not in a lot of my stuff, obviously, but I'm just very into working with actors and casting and sort of just getting to know them as people. So I felt like putting myself in this role that was particularly close to me was a good decision, and I think in a way it worked because you're giving the director what they want, I guess, or you think you are, and so that was quite challenging, but also I had a team of people that I was working with that I'd worked in that way before, so they understood sort of that process.
And is there anything else you'd like to say?
No. I mean, I'm about to make a cool I guess yes. I'm like, no, yeah. I'm about to make a cool short set in the 1960s in Mississippi, and it's sort of a civil rights piece, and it stars Isabel Furman and Caitlin Carver and Ashley Bell. So that's my AFI thesis project.
And where can we find you on social media?
I have an Instagram. I'm just Jaclyn Bethany.
Okay.
So yeah, and my films have little Instagrams and where we post like inspirational.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah,
And I wish you the best on all your other films.
Thank you.